What's going on, gamers and collectors? Optical 20 back again for another video review. This time it's the Dualshock back button attachment for PS4. I picked this up at Walmart. I don't think they're supposed to sell them yet, but if you search on YouTube, there's a lot more people here that have reviewed this that is earlier than I did. I just happened to go to my local Walmart, trying to buy some groceries, and I saw this and decided to pick this one up. It's actually $24.99 compared to the $30 price tag that they normally go for. So I don't know why that is the case, but it says programmable back buttons, OLED screen button, and stereo headset jack. So for those who has been following my channel, I am all for pro controller. I bought Scuff not too long ago. I would say that is around October or November when Call of Duty hits. So let's see how this stacks up. So I mean, this is a fraction of the price of Scuff, but then again, you need, for this to work, you need an actual controller. So let's crack this thing open. This is an unusually small box, as you can see here, but then again, it's just an accessory for the controller. So you still need, the actual PlayStation controller, but I'm assuming you have that one now. And yeah, look at this tiny piece. But if it gets the job done, you'll save a lot of money. So here you go. I'm guessing this is where the screen goes. And then you can press this, and this one goes to the back of the controller. And I guess it's a matter of how comfortable or uncomfortable this would be, or natural this would feel compared to the Scuff. Then again, I'm not saying we're comparing this to the Scuff. So let's take this one out, and I'll try to plug this into the controller. So I just want you to see this. There's just typically where the headphone jack is gonna go. That is what's gonna be inserted on the bottom of the controller. I suppose you have to take this off whenever you need to charge your controller. This is a nice clicky button, and there's a nice foam padding, and you can see the PS logo in there. So I guess to protect your the back of your controller. Alright, I'm back. So now I got my controller, my PlayStation 4 DualShock controller. This is the 20th anniversary edition. As you can see, the old PS logo. So basically how this works is that you just turn this around, kind of plug that headphone jack in, and there's another jack for the EXT, and then you just kind of push it like so, and there you go. And you know what? It doesn't feel bad, honestly. Using Scuff now for a while, and it just fits nicely at the bottom here. And on the back, you got these two extra buttons. For those who doesn't play first-person shooters, I understand, why. Because it's kind of like in the way compared to Scuff, which is a bit more upwards. So this is a bit in the way because I'll show you like the position of your hands. But let's turn this on. It's probably going to turn on my PlayStation because I'm really close to it. You see the light out there, and on the back it says P1, the circle, and you can program this two buttons to whatever the face buttons is. Typically on a shooter, you want to program it with the circle, for me at least, which is jump, and the square, which is the what do you call this, the reload. So it all depends on what your setting is and what you're comfortable with, but that is typically what would be my setting compared to Scuff. The problem with this is that when you're resting your fingers, typically when you play, even if it's not first person shooter, your fingers rest here. The problem is, you can see here, you are gonna hit it. You are always gonna hit it. So this should be a little bit higher, perhaps. I don't know, maybe because Scuff goes from here to here. But I'll show you some comparison, and I'll change the camera angle so you can kind of see how it doesn't feel natural. I guess this is a little bit inconvenience when it comes to non-first person shooter games. Alrighty, so I do apologize if I sound like I'm in a jet, but you know how PS4 Pro goes. It's on right now because we're gonna take a demo on this one. So this is profile 3, so you can switch the profile by double clicking it. This is my profile 1, which is basically what I use for Call of Duty. I'm lefty, so my left would be my reload, and this would be crouch. So it'll be easy for me to get in and out of crouch. So you just tap on it instead of removing your trigger finger onto your R2 and going here, or circle. It's just more convenient that way. I thought I was going to use this more for jump because I use SMGs a lot, and I'm an aggressive type of player. But I found out that reload is more important to me. With guns like kilos and guns that requires you to reload all the time, this is more important than jumping for me. But this is a really good attachment. I thought it was going to be a little bit of an inconvenience because you're always going to hit it, but that's not the case. So your two fingers are just resting nicely in here, and it's nice. Like the grip is okay. I thought you were going to always accidentally hit it, but I think the engineering is great when it comes to this attachment, and I got to give props to Sony, man. They did something right with this controller. Is this better than scuff? Should you not buy scuff? So, no, it's not better than scuff. It's a good alternative to scuff, and I'm kind of glad that I bought scuff first because I experienced how good it is. Because otherwise, if I didn't, I probably would settle for this, and it's fine if you do. I mean, it does a great job, and it's very cheap. It's $30. It's a fraction of the cost of the scuff. The scuff is almost another system. But using scuff for about 4, 5, 6 months now, I'm not quite sure. I don't know how I was playing before. Now, with that being said, with PlayStation 5 looming around the corner, should you invest in scuff? Depending on how often you play, really. But with $30, it's a no-brainer. It's a cost of half of the cost of a new game. With scuff, again, it's a system, but you're gonna get a different experience. The grip is better, so much more buttons, so much more customization. But again, you are gonna have to invest in this product. Now, if I haven't bought scuff or played with it, then I would have totally been okay with the back button attachment. I still bought it because I'm all about improving your gameplay, especially for cheap. And for $30, it's a no-brainer. Everyone should pick this one up. Now, if you're thinking of getting scuff and you settle with this, it is fine too. I can totally understand why you don't want to pick up scuff this late in the game, because we don't know if the new PS5 would come with back paddles, and it would advantage to even work with PS5. Who knows? I hope it does. But even if it doesn't, I've put in so many hours with this controller already that I think it's worth it, with what I spent. And if you are a hardcore first-person shooter gamer, I think it'll be worth it. But at the same time, would I recommend this now? I would say stick with a back button. Stick with a Sony back button. It's $30. If it doesn't work out for you, if you're not comfortable with it, because there is a learning curve to it. I'm using scuff now for a long period of time. When I transitioned to this back button, there's still a learning curve. Not to use it, but to get myself adjusted, because I don't have the other two paddles and the side buttons on the scuff. The scuff controller is bigger. It has more grip on it. There's some things that you didn't know that you needed, like the grip, the rubber on the side and all that stuff. I didn't know I needed them until I used scuff. But again, this is perfectly fine, more than capable button. I would highly suggest this. You pick this one up regardless of you are first-person shooter or not, because with $30, even if you're just playing NBA 2K, I think it's a good attachment. I really do think it is. So thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully you find this review helpful. If you do, click the thumbs up. If not, click the thumbs down. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I've put in gaming related or collectible related items in there. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next review.